Psychology, the crisis of credibility. For over a century, humanity has tried to map the darkest corners of the mind. We created a discipline called psychology, but since day one, a shadow has hung over it. Is it real science, or is it just educated guessing? Unlike physics or chemistry, you can't put a thought under a microscope. You can't measure anxiety with a ruler. Because of this, psychology has always fought for legitimacy. From Freud's untestable theories to the replication crisis of modern studies, critics argue that the study of the mind is too soft, too reliant on interpretation. Welcome to Beyond Human Tech. Today we're re-asking a dangerous question. If the study of the human mind is flawed because it is human, do we need a machine to fix it? Let's begin with a look at human variable. The core of the criticism isn't just about theories, it's about the practitioner, the human element. When you sit down with a psychologist or psychiatrist, you aren't just being analyzed by their years of training. You are being filtered through their worldview, their current mood, their subconscious biases, and even how much sleep they got last night. Two different therapists can look at the exact same patient with the exact same symptoms and come up with two completely different diagnoses. One says bipolar, the other says complex PTSD. This subjectivity is the Achilles heel of mental health care. Misdiagnosis leads to wrong medications, wasted years in ineffective therapy, and sometimes tragic outcomes. We need a better path toward analysis. We need objectivity. Given this situation, let's consider introducing artificial intervention. Enter artificial intelligence. AI doesn't have bad days. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't subtly judge you based on how you're dressed. It is pure pattern recognition on a scale the human brain cannot comprehend. Currently, AI models are being trained to analyze patient speech patterns, word choices, vocal tones, and even micro-expressions in video feeds. They can scan thousands of hours of therapy transcripts in seconds, cross-referencing a patient's current statements with their history 5 years ago, instantly spotting contradictions or emerging patterns that a human therapist might forget. The premise is seductive. If psychology is flawed because it's too subjective, AI offers the cold, hard clarity of data. But is this the correct path? Let's weigh the scales. The advantages, the case for artificial intelligence. First, the advantages. Number 1, consistency and objectivity. An AI model applies the exact same diagnostic criteria every single time. It standardizes the initial analysis, reducing the human lottery of which therapist you happen to get. Number 2, early detection. We know that subtle changes in language can predict psychotic episodes or depressive relapses weeks before they happen. Humans often miss these subtle shifts. AI monitoring background data does not, and perhaps most importantly, democratization. Quality mental health care is expensive and rare. AI-assisted triage tools could bring high-level diagnostic analysis to underserved communities globally via a smartphone. It sounds utopian, a perfect, unbiased mirror for our minds, but at Beyond Human Tech, we know technology always has a dark side. The disadvantages of using artificial intelligence. The biggest danger is that AI is not actually objective. It is only as good as the data it's trained on. If we train an AI on decades of historical psychological data that contains decades of sexism, racism, and cultural misunderstanding, we aren't creating objectivity. We are just automating and amplifying human prejudice. We risk creating a high-tech tool that systematically misdiagnoses marginalized groups. Then, there is the empathy gap. Psychology isn't just about diagnosis, it's about treatment. The therapeutic alliance, the bond of trust between two humans, is scientifically proven to be a major factor in healing. An AI can analyze your trauma, but it cannot care about your trauma. Can a correct path to healing exist without human connection? Finally, the black box problem. Deep learning models often cannot explain how they arrived at a conclusion. If an AI diagnoses you with schizophrenia and the doctor can't explain why the machine thinks that, do we trust it? In summary, we can draw some conclusions. So, is psychology a science? It's a striving science, hindered by our own humanity. Can AI fix it? The correct path isn't replacing the psychologist with a machine. It's about augmentation. Imagine a future where AI acts as the ultimate co-pilot. It handles the heavy lifting of data analysis, pattern spotting, and consistency checks, flagging potential issues for the clinician. This frees up the human psychologist to do what only humans can do: build trust, offer empathy, and interpret that data through the lens of shared human experience. We shouldn't want technology to surpass our humanity. We should use technology to understand our humanity better than ever before. What do you think? Would you trust an AI's diagnosis over a human's? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to explore more about the future of us, subscribe to Beyond Human Tech. Thanks for watching.